What's up, YouTube? Today's Wednesday. You guys know what that means. We're back for another new comic book day vlog. So today, I'm going to go over the books I read last week. I got another quick unboxing to do. I'm going to review a trade paperback that I also read this week. And then we're going to head to the LCS, pick up our new pulls for the week, and then we'll see what else happens from there. Let's jump right into it. All right, I have with me the 7 single issues I read last week. Let's go through them. Starting off with Superman Unlimited, number 13, written by Dan Slott, art by Lucas Myers. This issue was just good fun. We had a little bit of Beppo the Super Monkey and Bibbo Bilbowski, the super fan of Superman. They had a little hijinks in there, and then we're still dealing with the Tomorrow Man and young John Kent stuff. And at the end, we got some sort of tease that maybe this young John Kent isn't truly the John Kent we think he is. He might be some sort of clone or something, some sort of evil clone, because he was not affected by the kryptonite like Kryptonians usually are. Anyway, next up, we have Sirens, Love, Hurt, the finale, book number 4, written by Tini Howard, art by Babs Tarr. This series was also just great fun. I really enjoyed just the world that they built with this series. The art and the art direction was great. All the characters had different outfits for each issue, and yeah, the overall story was, I feel, kind of secondary to just the fun of exploring these characters and their relationships and stuff. The villain I really didn't care much for, but that's all right, because it really wasn't the focus of this series. It was the Sirens and, of course, Dinah Lance and a little bit of Oliver Queen. Mostly Dinah and her interactions with the Sirens. Next up, we have Lobo, number 3, written by Scotty Young. Art was a little bit by Jorge Corona, but mostly by Baldari. This was like a kind of a flashback issue. We got to see kind of a little bit of the origins of Lobo and how he ends up. Pretty much we see that Lobo's been the same his whole life, and he's always just been a bombastic kind of guy. But yeah, this series is just great fun. It really is just a fun read every time, and the art is really just amazing. So, loving Lobo so far. Next up, we have one of the number 1s from last week, Of the Earth, number 1. This is written by Chris Condon, art by Charlie Adlard. This was a great suspenseful mystery, a little bit of horror element. It opens with like this journal entry about this cryptid that comes from people who dig too deep with their oil, what do you call them? Rigs. Their oil rigs. They dig too deep, like in rural Texas or wherever you can put up an oil rig in your backyard. If you dig too deep, some sort of monster comes and gets these people. And so it's following this girl. She's running away from, I'm assuming, some sort of abusive partner, boyfriend or something. And she's going back to where she was raised in rural Texas. And at the end, she finds her grandma in the basement covered in like this black oily tar kind of thing. So super interested to see where this goes. The mystery of this is really cool, and it's a cryptid that I'm not sure if it is based in actual mythology, if there is history of this cryptid or not, but really enjoyed this. It was great, and the art was awesome. Anyway, next up we have Absolute Flash number 15. Written by, Jeff Lemire. Why did I blank on that? Written by Jeff Lemire, art by Nick Robles. I heavily enjoyed this issue. We got a lot of Wally and Linda relationship here and how that kind of builds. It opened up with a like future Wally seemingly coming to warn young Wally to not go to the Flashpoint. Now I'm blanking. Speed Point. Whatever the universe or whatever pocket dimension they found, warning him not to go there because bad things will happen. And he showed him like this dark, evil Flash. But yeah, I really enjoyed this series. We got flashes of, or not flashes, man, I'm blanking right now. We had got teases of Cyborg, Victor Stone, because we heard about Silas Stone, his dad, who's working with Ray Palmer and Barry Allen and all the other scientists and stuff. So this series is really picking up. It was kind of slow to begin with, but I really liked the last couple issues of it. Next up, we have probably my favorite read from last week. I don't know. These last two are definitely tied for sure. We got Odin, #1, written by Marguerite Bennett and James Tynion, and the art is by Leticia Catanici, I believe is her name. Forgive me if I'm wrong on that one. But man, this also is another #1 that just started off insane. We're following this journalist who is seemingly following a group of alt-right, neo-Nazi kind of kids who kind of fell into the wrong pipeline during COVID. And they're going on this like pilgrimage to, basically they're trying to summon a dead god. And in the end, it's crazy. I don't want to spoil too much what happens in this. You guys should definitely check this out if you guys are into horror and like mythology. It says in this, like, it's a modern mythology. So whatever Marguerite Bennett and Tynion are doing with this was awesome. I believe it's 9 issues. So this is something to look out for. You guys should definitely tap in if you guys are into horror and stuff like that. And if you guys are into horror and slashers as well, this is another thing that you guys should check out. Absolute Green Arrow, #1, written by Pornsak Pichetshote, art by Rafael Albuquerque. This was awesome. Mainly the thing I loved about this was just the social commentary that Pornsak Pichetshote is doing about billionaires and how, you know, if you're a billionaire, you probably didn't get your money in a very, oh my God, I'm blanking on the word, a correct way. I can't think of, moral. There we go. Jeez Louise, my brain is cooked today. If you're a billionaire, you probably didn't get it in very moral ways, and it kind of explores a little bit of that and someone taking revenge on billionaires. We don't know who the Longbow Killer is. And the main character is pretty much Dinah Lance, and we're following her. Yeah, this was awesome. If you read my last week's vlog, you'll definitely get a more in-depth review of this. But Absolute Green Arrow #1 was my read of the week last week. All right, those are the single Easters I read last week. Now, for a trade paperback that I read last week, you guys might have seen me pick it up from Half Price Books a couple weeks ago. We got Witches, Volume 1 by written by Scott Snyder, art by Jock. This is the only thing I've read by, that is, the art is by Jock, besides the 1 or 2 issues of Absolute Batman he did. I think he only did the Joker issue, the 1 issue. But the art in this is definitely the standout for me. It was very creepy and cryptic, and the coloring by Matt Hollingsworth is also just makes this book so creepy. It's just very creepy and atmospheric. It's a really good read. The story was all right. I found myself having to go back and read a couple things again because I got a little lost. But yeah, this was great. I think I gave it like a 4.5 out of 5 on Comic Geeks. This was great. Highly recommend if you guys are into horror and are looking for some really interesting art to look at. It's very different. I'm going to see if I can find a good splash page for you. This, that might be a little spoilery. Let's go towards the beginning. Sorry, hold. Everybody hold. Here we go. This is the type of stuff I'm talking about. That creepy monster right there. Look at that. Yeah, just the art in this is like the pencils and the inks, the way they mix is super interesting. Anyway, great read, highly recommend. Finally, before we head out and head to the LCS, I have another, oh my God, unboxing to do. It's a comic I got from Whatnot Again. Hopefully you guys didn't see my address this time like you did last time, but hopefully I blurted out enough last time. Yeah, all right, I got it open. I'm probably just gonna cut that. But as I was saying, if you guys didn't see my last unboxing that I got from Whatnot, this is related to that. Oh my God, oh, they taped this very, very interestingly. All right, I got it unboxed. Let's get the reveal of the Absolute Batman #20 variant by David Nakayama. Like I said, if you guys saw my last Whatnot unboxing, you'll know that this is related to that. This is the Absolute Batman color bleed. I got the Absolute Wonder Woman color bleed. Now all I need is an Absolute Superman Wonder Woman, Absolute Superman color bleed from David Nakayama. But just take a look at that, guys. I love David Nakayama's art style. It's so simple but detailed at the same time. He does a really good job of the variant covers. But yeah, that is my unboxing. And that's all I got for you guys before we head to the LCS. So honestly, let's do it. All right, we have arrived at Lost World of Wonders. Don't mind that loud truck. Let's go get some comics on this beautiful day. We have returned from the LCS. Let's go over the pulls and what we got. Starting off with Escape, Volume 1, the trade paperback. This is by Rick Remender, art by Daniel Acuna. I've just heard good things about this, and I forgot I even had this on my pull list, to be honest. I ordered this a long time ago, but it's like a World War II comic with anamorphic animals that are human-like. I can't. What's it's like right on the tip. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, I've heard great things about this, and I haven't really read much Rick Remender stuff, so excited to get into that. As for the single issues, let's get into those. Starting off with Zatanna issue number 2, art and written and drawn by Jamal Campbell. I enjoyed the first issue of this. The art was amazing, so I'm excited to see what he's got for the second issue. It seems like it's kind of just going to be kind of like weekly adventures, like not really anthology. I'm sure it's going to have an overarching story, but it seems like Zatanna is going to be helping out in the larger magical world throughout the universe and in general. Next up, we have Superman issue 38, written by, why am I blanking? Joshua Williamson, art by Dan Mora. I'm loving this prime time arc that we got going on. I will say I am missing Clark a little bit, but Prime is pretty great. He's pretty fun, and it looks like we're gonna actually get Witchfire this time. We got that at the end of last issue, that cliffhanger. So yeah, excited to see what they got going on there. Next up, we have In Your Skin, issue number 2. Written by Aditka Baditkar, art by Sam. I really enjoyed the first issue of this as well. This was pretty kind of creepy, and the art was great, just kind of the body horror aspect of it. So super excited to see where this goes. Next up, we have Corpse Knight, issue number 2, written by Michael Chavez, art by Matthew Roberts. Once again, really enjoyed the first issue of this one. It ended on a great note where the dead father of this girl came back to protect her from the grave. So yeah, just excited to see where it leads off. We got a lot of issue 2s here, so excited to see where the story goes. And then lastly, probably my most anticipated of the week is Absolute Wonder Woman, issue 20, written by Kelly Thompson, art by Hayden Sherman. Is on the art on this one. Absolute Wonder Woman is absolutely peak. You guys see the shirt? We got the Absolute Wonder Woman drip on. This Zatanna arc that is going on is really interesting. And if you guys have seen the solicits, you'll see that we got Absolute Hades coming up soon. So yeah, super interested to see what is happening in Absolute Wonder Woman, and that's probably what I'm going to tap into right now. All right, it's time to tap in to Absolute Wonder Woman issue 20. We got the sun beaming down on me, so we'll see how we can get it done. It's actually pretty good lighting to read in with if I can get the right glare in it. All right, let's tap into it. All right. That was pretty epic. Let's talk about it. Absolute Wonder Woman, issue 20, written by Kelly Thompson, art by Hayden Sherman, as I said before. Yeah, so this left off last issue. The Iron Maiden came to come for Zatanna's dad, and it Wonder Woman was like, "Nah, I got this." And so the start of this, spoiler alerts, by the way. The start of this was the fight between Wonder Woman and the Iron Maiden. From there, Wonder Woman actually loses the fight. Believe it or not, she does lose the fight to the Iron Maiden and gets captured by Veronica Cale. And then what happens from there, I'm actually gonna leave that to you. I think you guys should definitely read it and check it out. But yeah, this issue was very good. The art by Hayden Sherman was amazing. Let me just find. I did spoil that she lost to the Iron Maiden, so let me find what my favorite panel from this panel. Look at that, just the layout from Hayden Sherman, how they did this one. Just, man, that just with the eye of the Iron Maiden, and then just so cool. Hayden Sherman is amazing, and I would love to meet them at a con or something. But anyway, that was Absolute Wonder Woman issue 20, and with that read, I think that will be it all for this vlog today. So I just want to thank you guys for, if you've made it to the end of the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, do all those things, and yeah, I'll catch you guys next week. Peace out.